Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel. Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. Hello. Leo, tis time to do your bonus Mercury retrograde love reading for you and the one on your mind when you clicked on this video and decided to hang out with moi as I inhabit this vessel for a few momentos and check in on the energies around you and your person and see exactly what by chance is going on. Okay, Leo? So we are going to use the Baba Bowie deck with the awesome energy. The fire signs in this deck are electricity. That's like Nikola Tesla shit right there, okay? And then we will use the Titanic deck. Wait a second. Leo, hang on. Hold on. Pause. The King of Swords from the Titanic deck decided to take, stow away into the Baba Bowie deck. Interesting. Okay. So that's interesting right there. Could be something about some communication. Okay. Something heavy on your mind. Princess of Cups to a Six of Wands. Ooh. Little victory showing up. You want to stand on stage like John Lennon with that Rickenbacker? Okay, Caitlin Petty. Caitlin, are you Leo? I don't know. There's a lot going on, okay? The top news stories following up as we head into Taurus season, Leo, is everything is lining up in Taurus. You've got the sun going into Taurus. You've got the moon in Taurus. Well, technically Aries, but it's right on that line, of course. Think about on the birth chart where you draw the lines. It's like right there. It's so close. It's at a point where a lot of energy activates when it's at those last couple of degrees of a sign. However, the new moon solar eclipse is indeed in Aries. So there's a lot of self-reflection, correction going on right now, okay? And Venus going into Gemini is going to start increasing popularity in that. And that happens about mid-month. So it just happened a little bit ago on the 16th, okay? So that starts to push some more stuff out. And then everything going into Taurus. And remember, we all exhibit signs of each sun sign that we're in. So a fire sign is really happy while the sun's in Aries. But then everything starts moving into Taurus, and it's like crash landing flight into the mud, and there's a whoop, like that. Okay? So at the moment, we're going from like the Aries season of Roscoe P. Coltrane being like, I'm going to get them Duke boys, into Taurus season. Buford T. Justice shows up. But y'all didn't know the T in Buford T. Justice stood for Taurus, right? So we're just going to grab an El Diablo, Dr. Pepper, and see what Mercury retrograde is bringing in for you and the one on your mind, okay? So let's take a peek. Here we go. For Leo, we are open to the messages that we are about to receive, so long as they are for Leo's highest and greatest good only. Yeah, the Chariot. This Chariot only flies the friendly skies, okay? Yeah, Cancerian energy popping in. Even though it's everything right now is affecting your 9th house and you want to travel more and get more knowledge and be more balanced and kind of being like the Mother Teresa, kind of helping everybody out. Think about your Sagittarian friends, how they always bring the balance and bring the stability and just sit back and listen, that type of thing. That's what's coming your way, the Hierophant to the Chariot. Ooh, maybe even while you're here seeking some higher knowledge. Okay, cool. Anyways, as I was saying, we only fly the friendly skies. So, all right, 2 shuffles for Leo. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for my inimitable Leos. All right, Leo, what's going on, man? We got the 3 of Wands at the bottom. That Aries energy showing up and the good luck coming in too. Jupiter is still in Aries. It doesn't even retrograde until December. So you got some good luck happening right now, okay? And Mars just came out of Cancer and went into your sign. That's more Aries. Okay, Aries and Taurus hitting hard. Let's see what we got. We got the 3 of Swords. Ooh, 3-3 right out of the gate. The entire deck is flanked with a 3 on each side. Master numbers could be something significant to you, or 33 could be a sign that you're seeing on your side with the Lovers. And that spirit telling you need to make a choice. Oh my gosh, you are feeling kind of good about something in your head, wondering about a choice that is propelling you forward on this one. That 3 of Swords, it's really something that you've had in your heart forever. Something that stops and makes the heart continue to beat, but it's hollow inside. That moment after somebody transitions, my condolences if this is something that's happened, but then your heart keeps beating, but there's just nothing inside. It feels like it's just pumping empty black. There's just nothing there but black. But it's still, it's like stewing and fretting over this choice going, I know it's the right one to make, and I know there's something good coming out of it. With the 10 of Swords, it's a point of completion. You're feeling like you've made the choice and you're sticking with it with this 10 of Swords. Heavy Gemini energy showing up here, anchoring this out, could be dealing with a Gemini. To the 5 of Cups. Why are you feeling like it's not the right choice? It's good. To the 7 of Cups. Because somebody's taking too long. Who's taking too long, Leo? This is on your side. It's kind of like sitting there and looking at options and choices coming in and trying to get everything to balance out and activate, but you kind of are worried that it's not the right choice. But with that energy being at a 10 of swords, it's kind of like spirit being like, you know what, this is complete. We're at the point. We're done. We passed the test. You got all 10 swords in it there. So that's like looking back on all this, but kind of feeling like almost like missing somebody, but not sure how to proceed. You're feeling very unsure about this and trying to weigh out other options, but you've made a choice and you're wanting to stick with it. Even though it resulted from a 3 of swords to a 3 of wands energy, you still feel like the time is right. 3 of wands to do this, right? 3 of wands to the Prince of wands to the alien, Aquarius energy, and the 8 of swords, and then the hanged man, Pisces energy. Yeah, been up in your feels about this a lot, but a lot of it just showing up as being all in the mind on this here and trying to find something new. Look at how this alien's got arrows right through him. Like Cupid with this lover's card done struck something over here and got you in your feels about something, feeling like, yeah, Archer, I know the time's right. I got to do this. My hands are tied. What can I do? Hangman to the 8 of swords. So you're kind of like going, this is the choice to make, but I'm unsure if it was the choice to make, but it's the choice. And it's like having two buttons, like that meme you see with the sweating dude in the red suit, and he's got the two big red buttons there, and it's like, oh, which one do I pick? And it's like pressing one, going, okay, we're good. It's pressed. And going, was that the right thing to press? Scorpio energy. A little bit of that looking back, like a Scorpio could do with the 7 of cups. So heavy Scorpio weighing this out and maybe even seeking that guidance and that perspective from it. So, I mean, you've got Gemini and Scorpio hitting here like boom, with a little Aquarius on the side and Libra coming in. So I see a lot of air energy. You're really in your feels and communicating and talking about it and just looking back and forth, wondering if what it is. Most people worry about swords a lot, Leo, but there's not much need to. You know, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius don't sit and fret. I mean, they sit there and wonder how cups work and how wands work and all that stuff, but they're like, swords are cool, man. They know you can leave a sword sitting right on the table, and that unless somebody picks up the sword and swings it or shoves it blunt force trauma into the head, that it's not going anywhere, right? But you're weighing out your options and you kind of feel like, was this the right choice? It's kind of like how that King of Swords infected the Bowie deck when we started the reading, right? So I see a lot of that in your feels about, is this the right way to go? I feel like I made a choice, and it's a brutal choice. It could even spawn from a really deep past together where, you know, you've got the 10 of Swords where people are writing text messages that are like word novels all over the place, and then they get a response back from this, you know, pouring their heart out thing, and just get a okay or a nothing, or even worse, you know, Casper the Silent Ghost shows up, and it's just like, what did I do? 7 of Cups. What more could I do? You know, you felt like it got to that point. All right, let's see what's up with this. All right, give me clarifiers on this 3 of Swords, because we still got that 3-3 connection coming in that could sync to you. May and July could also put a significance along with October, right? Page of Wands, yeah. Oh, this goes with that texting analogy I was going with, the 3 of Swords and the Page of Wands. It's a communication that has made you feel emptiness inside on it, because it was like the whole, where'd that come from, you know? That was on the Lovers and go, wait, I thought we had a different decision that we were going with here. What the heck just happened? Why did you just do that? Okay, let's see. Because of the 5 of Cups, wow, 5-5 and 3-3. 5-5 could be another significant sign that's popping in and showing up, like you're seeing it on like odometers or license plates or like equipment and address numbers, stuff like that. But it's showing that somebody feels like they missed the boat and made the wrong decision, and this is on your side. Almost like you're trying to stay confident about the decision, but with this 5-5 to a 3-3 on this, it's kind of like looking out, wondering if you missed the boat. This guy here is watching the Titanic sail away and wondering if that choice he made to stay and drink in the tavern when Jack and Fabrizio booked it and ran when the guy's like, Titanic leaves in 5. He's like, oh man, I should have left when those guys left. And he's really sad that he missed the boat and he made the wrong choice. Not realizing that, you know, in a couple days, he's going to pick up a newspaper and be real happy he missed that boat, right? Yeah, 10 swords. It's with this Emperor energy at the bottom. Somebody's in transmission mode during the eclipse energy to the Queen of Wands. And this has been making the rounds in the monthlies. Violet Jessup has been showing up. It's like taking notes about stuff that went wrong in the past so that you can come back around and get it right with an Ace of Cups to a 3 of Wands down here too. So 3 3s, 3-3-3, even going even further into a connection for this. Onto the 10 of Swords with a 5 of Wands. So 3 3s and 3 5s, literally leveling up. An angel number 555 could mean something to you with this 5 of Wands, the card showing up. really grappling in your head back and forth, wondering if it's the right thing to have done. Should I have done it more to the Five of Cups with the Three of Cups? Because yeah, they kind of made me happy, Archer. And I just like when we were happy, but I feel like I bond something up with this Seven of Cups feeling to the Queen of Pentacles. Were you worried more about the money than the love? Did something not balance out and just like, well, yep, I don't know. This could be damage beyond repair. It could be something more, and I'm unsure what to do. So I'm just going to stay back. I see you sitting back, and just kind of like we want to get an idea of the options. See how this Queen of Pentacles just like sitting back, looking at the options, and kind of like feeling unstable as heads and hearts and all the chakras, which is kind of what the Seven of Cups represents. Balances out, not feeling complete. Maybe like your sacral is unenergized. Well, the pineal is more energized, or the crown is not equaling out to the heart chakra. And just kind of feeling like, you know what, in that case, let's just sit back. Kind of Queen of Pentacles, stalemate energy. Just counter money and be glad with what we have. But taking notes is why you're here, Leo. So with that in mind, what's been on for you, let's take a look and see what's going on with them. I appreciate you very much for being here. Love that like for me, Leo. You know you guys are the bomb.com. And let's see what's going on, because we've got the Emperor down here, the transmission energy of the sun. You know, like when Mercury goes, like what's going on with the eclipse season. Let's go back around from that one with the eclipse season. You know, this is like looking at all three perspectives, which 333 is on your side of the frickin' coin right now, you know. But like, okay, so let's see. Let's use the Princess of Cups to the Prince of Swords. Nice. Okay, dude, this guy really should not have taken Hawk training and Falcon training online and just printed out the certificate. Really should have gone to a class, because trying to train a bird is difficult, and that's why you wound up getting his chest pecked to death, right? Well, the Princess of Cups is sitting there being like, look at me, I'm purple. Look what I can do. That dude from Mad TV, look what I can do. But anyways, so the sun and the moon, Emperor, Empress energy, transmission, receiving. During an eclipse season, what's going on right now with this eclipse is the moon gets in front of the sun, between the sun and the earth, right? And then it starts blocking it all up. But this is a hybrid one. Happens in two phases, like a gas electric setup, where first time around, the moon gets in front of it and blocks the bulk of the energy, like 95% of the energy blows away. But you got this ring of fire from the sun around it, so it's only kind of rooster blocking part of the transmission. But then, as everything changes on the XYZ axis and the moon gets closer to the earth, then it blocks the rest of the sun out and completely rooster blocks the thing. So meanwhile, dark side of the moon's receiving everything, amplifying itself to an 11, okay? And that's where it goes from there. And Mercury retrograde, it's not the planet spinning backwards. You ever seen the water in Australia's toilets go in another direction? No, right? What it is daylight savings time for a planet. It's Mercury slowing down. You know, much like how there's a setting on YouTube to slow down my voice. Mercury does the same thing. Normally, Mercury will transit through a sign in 3 to 4 weeks. However, when Mercury is retrograde, it takes 9 to 10 weeks, Knight of Pentacles. But in Taurian energy, when you look back on yourself, your person, all 7 billion of us, gotta look back on ourselves. Self-reflection and correction. All right, greatest common denominator. It's a shame more people don't know math, Leo. It's a shame. All right, let's take a peek, because you're an Emperor energy, so you're in the transmission side. That's a divine, you know, it's divine transmission as much as divine reception. So it's an equality to the Empress. So where's the Empress hanging out? All right, what's up with your person's energy? Give me something on Leo's person's energy. What are their thoughts and feelings for Leo right now? 313, just Detroit M&M freestyle. What we got? What do we got? Here we go. We got this. We got this. That one wanted to pop hop. Oh, it's interesting. 5 of Pentacles. The ghost card shows up, knowing the time's right, but what can they do about it? This is Casper, the silent ghost, showing up, and it's just Patrick Swayze and freaking Ghost. I mean, Julian loves him in Dirty Dancing, though. Patrick Swayze. Where the heck did that one come from? 8 of Pentacles. Somebody's doing the work. They're working hard in this to try to just come to terms with something that balances it out, right? 3 Cups. More 3s coming into this, yeah. And this was one of the energies from before. Yeah, they see happiness, but they're trying to find a way to get to it with the 8 of Cups. 8-8 could mean something to them, or maybe even August 8th or the August 8th, the 8-8 portal. Doing something where they're really trying to make some work to walk away from something. It's almost like they're sitting there going, well, yeah, the fight got to a point, or it got to a point where I've exhausted the options and I'm unsure what to do. You know what Darwin says? If you got to walk away from something, you need to be walking towards something else. So I'm almost seeing it as a point of feeling like there's nothing left for their point. Princess of Swords. It's almost like a point of being like, yeah, I know Leo hates me, or whatever it was something that can't be undone, unsaid, or unspoken. So it's just like, well, I've got to go forward with everything. And it's kind of just existing onto it and seeing something, you know, going another way, because it's just like, yeah, they don't want me. I don't know what more can I do. My hands are tied. A lot of 8s into this on both you sides. Oh, and one of my demos, the alien comes back. Literally. I mean, they're walking around with arrows right through their chest into that one, but just kind of going forward with it in a new way of thinking. It's almost like existing without having to really focus on the feelings, you know? Being like we got to a point where we couldn't run no further and somebody had to lay down their king with the Two of Cups. Minor Arcana Lovers. So see, one of y'all is in a different level than the other one. Somebody's at the Lovers, and I said it was in your energy, and somebody's in the Two of Cups being like, this was the only option we had. We got to go forward to find something else, and it's the choice that they made to go on with it. So there's happiness there with you wherever they are. You know, it's like a soulmate thing where sometimes they come into your life for a season, sometimes they come into your life for a reason. And maybe even that's the way that they're looking at it with the Queen of Wands. Your energy shows up. And we had the Queen of Wands in your energy, the Violet Jessup cards. You're both feeling the same way, mirroring and matching up, and they're just feeling that there's nowhere else to roll with it. And you learn this lesson and go forward. So it's kind of like they see you everywhere in their mind as they continue on down life's path, but they're feeling like it's protecting you is the best thing they can do, like spin flip it, right? Crisscross, mirroring as stuff starts to cycle. And this paradigm shift brings in a big change in the energy where they're just feeling like the best thing to do for you is to walk away from it. They can't carry on with something that's not reciprocating back around. On this Cancer and Leo energy, could be a Cancer Leo cusper that you're dealing with. There's somebody with either one of them placements that comes into it, because Gemini is here as well on the Eight of Cups with some Pisces they're coming in that they're just like, well, you know, it's full of cups going on, but with everything that was said, it can't be unsaid. Somebody doesn't want to forgive, or somebody doesn't want to think back on it. It's just like, well, since somebody wanted to progress, we're going to go in another direction. It's the resilience of the Queen of Wands, Violet Jessup coming around and going on all three of the Olympic class ships and just staying at sea and then passing at a ripe old age. They find it better to carry on because they feel like they've exhausted all their options. Eight of Cups to a Princess of Swords. They might even have tried. Maybe somebody's got somebody on block from this perspective. They could be telling me, yeah, Archer Leo's blocked me. You know, it's like, at what point can we do no more about it? That's Darwinism, right? Eight of Cups. So let's see. Clarifiers onto this. Eight of Cups, Princess of Swords. I mean, I see them missing you because they love you with this Queen of Wands to the Two of Cups. That just shows it. And it's something that was different. They see something different in you with this, almost like a guiding light. You're their essence. You're what, like when they're down, if you're thinking about them, Leo, it's because something's on their mind and they're sitting there going, well, you know, it's just like you're their safe place, you know? All right, let's see what we got. Give me clarifiers on this. Bottom of the decks, yeah, Three of Swords. So all 4 threes have shown up. If you're a gambler, Leo, hop on down, play some cards at the casino because you're all feeling the same way. Both of you guys are in a Three of Swords mode where the heart's pumping, but there's just nothing inside but black. Whatever it was that got in your way, your person's energy is strength. So you're their Three of Swords right there, and they're trying to strengthen up through it. You know, like after somebody does, and I don't know why we keep going to that I see that image of somebody knelt down at a headstone, and they're just like staring, they're empty. They're the only person in the cemetery looking at this headstone, just being like an it is what it is energy. And the heart keeps pounding, and you give them the strength to go through, even if you're not there. It could be like little to no communication. Knight of Cups, they try to love in some way with temperance. Your person is trying to balance, to find their healing, to see how like they're affecting into your ninth house. Your ninth house this month is hitting it right to it, where they're trying to get just the ability to adjust on the fly, like Sagittarius. You know how Sagittarius are. Everybody wants to figure out temperance and the healing and the balance. Y'all can't do what Sagittarius does. That is one of a kind right there, where they're on a sinking ship but still pouring drinks for everybody. Two of Cups, adjusting on the fly and being like, hey, don't worry, guys. I know we're in a bad spot right now, but we can make this work. Sagittarius always tries to see optimism. Could be somebody at Sagittarius that you're dealing with, or even just something to consider. I mean, they are the only zodiac with 5 syllables. I mean, they got the smarts. They got the smarts. So maybe it's somebody that isn't a Sag or embracing Sag placements to figure out a way to come in. Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving energy there, but tried, tested, and true. Like no matter what, you're their rock. I see a ride and die where it was like, we're in this for life. And like the slowest Eight of Cups walking away in the history of mankind, like literally, like them walking away is affecting you. Like somebody getting out of the ocean at the beach affects the level of the ocean. The water dripping off of your body really doesn't do very much for the level of the ocean, right? Knight of Pentacles. But it's tried, tested, and true that, you know, learning from the mistakes, coming back to where they were and want before with the Three of Wands. Okay, we just went to 5 threes now. So we went to 5-5 over there. Look at this. They're looking back on the sinking Titanic in the lifeboat being like, it was literally the only choice they had to do. The time was right to get off that boat. They wanted to save and protect anything they possibly could with the moon. Something that was kept deep or secret or not wanting to, or just looking back onto it with this Cancer Pisces energy that's on this, something different. And maybe even like they look at you as somebody that they hadn't met or dealt with before, But even underneath that, it's a happy energy, because the moon can be, it's a part of the reason why Pisces got the moon card, because they kind of embraced it being that close to the other side. And normally I would pull Cancer off this, but in this time, with the references to the other side and the communications that I'm feeling that give me chills all over, I see happiness off of this. This case in the moon card is that, hey, whoa, it's all right and was left here. And if it was swapped out with the Olympic, we ain't telling. And it's like that happy little secretive thing going on, because in reality, we all know the Olympic and the Titanic were not switched. There was no feasible way to switch those ships. The Olympic and the Titanic had VIN numbers, serial numbers, and part numbers, and every single bolt that went onto those things was marked with a number. Titanic was 401 and Olympic was 400. And at the bottom of the ocean, everything is stamped with 401. And in 1930s, 40s, and 50s, when parts from the Olympic were auctioned off, which are still in hotels in England and barns in England and Scotland, guess what? They all got 400 stamped on the back. It wasn't just swapping name plaques. However, a good conspiracy is fun when you just need to take a mental break. And that's the whole, hey, wait a minute, it was all right when it left here. That's Titanic heading out of the Thompson Graving Dock and leaving Ireland for the last time. It's got its certificate and it's being handed over, and everybody in the background is kind of bummed out to see it go. That's the deep secret that's coming out of this one. They might not be letting it show, but they're sad to see you go. This moon's kind of hitting them, and I see a transmission reception or that eclipse energy. So it shows me that it's something happening in real time right now with that love to the seer. Yeah, a little Gemigo energy too off of this. Gemini and who was the other one? Virgo. Yep. Oh yeah, 2 shell issues. Oh yeah, Cancer, Virgo, shells. Yeah, you got like a hermit crab. Ooh. But look at this. They're tuning into everything they got to give it everything they got. I see a person that's looking into like deeper connections, maybe even like Dolores Cannon or Alex Connor, stuff like that, and trying to like see if the light's one direction, and if we're always told we're not supposed to stare directly at the sun, what happens if instead of staring at the light, I look over here? That's like backwards, like thinking of like any option they got and feeling like it's this is the way to go. That purple shows me somebody's intuition waking up to the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. They're protecting themselves. Look at that. She is not sharing that in the she's not out on deck in the sunlight. She's in the library, in the reading room, the writing room, counting her pentacles out, building something up just to protect everything they got with this Queen of Wands. Almost like a passion equal to yours to protect everything they hold near and dear to them. And it's where they get to from it. So they're trying to work a way out to come and correct and stay put on it, but they almost feel like it's a stalemate energy, that it's kind of like they're saying, yeah, Archer, this is what Leo wants. So what Leo wants, Leo gets. Nobody puts baby in the corner, The ghosting thing can get to that. Whoa, easy now. What are you doing? Get back there. Dude, I almost had to go to Target and buy another freaking cup. But it's almost like getting to that point of like, yeah, it's kind of like it's what they want. So what am I going to do about it? Sort of a thing. So yeah, going forward and trying to do what's best for Leo, regardless of which way they see it, and then just rolling forward. But their intuition is deeper on that point. So Leo, you've got Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn on their side. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius are hanging out. Minimal on the cup side, just a little 2 of cups there. So it's passion and trying to ground out and stabilize and get more communicated. One way or another, it seems like something needs to work out or come together. That's the direction that it decided to go. One way or another, 4 of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands creates forward movement. You know what I say on this stuff? Old Archer I have never blocked one person. That Casper the Silent Ghost thing, it doesn't work as well. It's kind of like they want to say, I thought I already closed out this reading. Not yet. You haven't cleaned up the deck. Sorry. Okay. But it's kind of like that energy of looking at it and saying that it's easier to just block and walk away instead of each side admitting their problems, right? But dude, Archer, there is not one contact blocked in my phone, in my emails, nothing. Because there's never a point that it needs to get to that. Stuff can always be worked out. People need to get the forgiving part down. Maybe that's where your person's at, that they haven't been able to forgive to that point. But, that's the sort of thing. It's just a matter of communication, And if one person reached out and was like, okay, well, this is how this affected me, and did it in a more appropriate tone, then the other person, instead of being silent, would just go back and, well, okay, well, how could we address this differently so we both wind up happy? Well, if we could do it this way, this would be good. Are you cool with that? I'm cool with that. And cha-ching, that's justice. You don't need to look at this stuff. Remember, health and legal. Go see a doctor and a lawyer, not a tarot reading. Justice is that balancing of the head and the heart. That's when the Libran scales of justice balance out. Sure, there could be legal stuff. There could be all that stuff, much like how Mercury retrograde can bring back exes and et cetera and so forth. but it's more of a balance of the internals, the chakras, the balancing of you with spirit and working together, head and heart. That's justice right there. So either way, one way or another, something is bound to happen and had to happen. All right, Leo, I love you very much for this one. I see a lot of people in their fields, so hang in there. I'm thinking, hey, Jude, take a sad song and make it better, you know, and just kind of enjoy. And if you want to enjoy, go Tarot and Chill with me. Check out the Tarot and Chill playlist at the end of this video because it's got a couple good songs, just perk you up Sun and Moon style. That's what we do here. Yeah. I appreciate it. If you like this, love that like for me. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you're working with. Of course, subscribe and share. Help build the familia. We're at 9,000 subs. I'm loving it right now. Oh, so loving, so grateful. But yeah, be a part of that. And set the bell to all notifications because I go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with J-Dub and the Mod Squad down in the chat. So come interact with us. And if you're another channel, say hey and just hang a little bit. Remember, Leo, this will resonate with any and all placements within your chart of Leo because we are FHA compliant here at Archer Astrology and will read for any sign which desires and inquires. And if you would like to desire and inquire, you may, Two of Wands free will, choose to email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. We'll connect for a personal reading and take it from there. Until next time, Leo, make it an awesome one and check out all the other videos because everything holds a place. It all means something. Until then, until next time and every time, I'm out of here. Archer out. Yeah, share it. Later.